Welcome to the Guitar Resource Podcast, practice topics for the beginning and intermediate guitarist. Hello, I'm Jim Ellis, and in this episode we're going to talk about the blues scale in 7th position. And this is the A blues scale. In the past few episodes we talked about the open position area, and we talked about second position in one of our episodes. And then last week we talked about the 5th position. Probably one of the more commonly worked out areas for the A blues. And so today we're going to talk about the seventh position. And if you are just tuning in for the first time and you're watching the video version of this episode, this is the very first one that includes video. So if you're looking for video on the previous ones, you won't find that likely unless I at some point go back and record myself playing with that. But this is a little bit of an experiment to include video with the podcast. Okay, so first let's find our A notes. So we have string 4 and fret 7. And string 2, fret 10. So it's good to know where your root notes are for sure in each position. So we have this shape. And then let's go over the C pentatonic here, or the A minor pentatonic. Okay, so these include the same groupings of notes. So it's going to look like this. And when you're starting this out, it might not be a bad idea to memorize it in one position. Most of them you can play in one position. So you may start with the 2nd finger on the 8th fret, let's say, and then 10th fret, and that's 6th string. And then we have string 5, fret 7, and fret 10. Then we have string 4, fret 7, and fret 10. And then string 3, we have fret 7, fret 9. String 2, we have fret 8 and 10. And same thing on the next string, first string, fret 8 and 10. So while you're memorizing the position, you may try that, and then as you get more comfortable with it, you may try to favor the 1st finger through 3rd finger, and then when you need to, use the 4th finger. Okay, so let's go over the chords. So the C chord here is 8th position, and it's kind of the E shape. So if you had a capo, if my 1st finger were a capo, you would see that these other 3 fingers form kind of an E shape. And so with the bar form, we have this kind of standard shape, which may remind you of an F chord. Okay, so that's the C. So let's go to the relative minor since we're talking about A minor. So A minor in this position looks like this, which if you had a capo on, you would have a D minor shape. Okay. Now with the blues, we can create a little tension with the A major chord. So if you're playing blues in A major, you have the A major chord. In this case, it looks like the D shape. I have a capo here. on the 7th fret. Okay, so without the capo, it would look like this. So let's talk about the scale now. So we went over the A minor pentatonic or the C pentatonic. Now we just need to add in a couple of notes. So we'll try that 6th string. And actually, it's just one note, but we'll have 2 octaves of that one note. So we have the 6th string. We have 8th fret and 10th fret. And then we have 5th string. We have 7th and 10th. So what we want to do is add one just below that 7th fret. So we come in here with 6th string, 8, 10, and then shift down to 6 for the 5th string. And then we have 7th fret, 10th fret. And now the 4th string, we have 7th fret and 10th fret. And then this 3rd string, we have 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so we've added that 8th fret to the pentatonic. And then from there we have string 2, fret 8, and fret 10. String 1, fret 8, and fret 10. And so back down, we have string 1, fret 10 and 8. Same thing on the next string. Second string, 10 and 8. Okay, so now we have string 3. We have fret 9, 8, and 7. Okay. And then we have 4th string, fret 10 and 7. Then we have string 5, fret 10, 7, and 6. And then we have fret 10 on the 6th string and fret 8. So oftentimes when students go to play this, they kind of tend to treat all notes the same in a way. So one thing you want to do is see if you can find a backing track or someone to play with that will play the blues progression for you, and experiment with the notes. So the scale will sound a little bit different with each chord change because the relationship to that chord will be different. But the overall effect of it will be the same for the key that you're in. So a couple things you could try to do is maybe hammer on to that, what's known as a flat 5 there. So we added this note, so you could try sliding into the 5th. You could also try bending, which works really well. So you're kind of getting to this note, and you can also just get a little flat of that note. And that kind of works too as a nice effect. So practice this, and then remember you can try it in different keys and move that shape around the neck. That's one advantage to the guitar. We can take our current knowledge and just move it to a different position, use the same pattern. Thanks for tuning in, listening. A couple things that are coming out here. We have the Dust in the Wind series, which is well under the way, so be sure to check that out. And those are on the YouTube channel, and I've also posted those on the Facebook page as well. Well, again, I hope you've enjoyed this talk, and have a great week practicing. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Guitar Resource podcast. Be sure to rate and subscribe. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.